How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today I just wanted to put a quick video together for you as kind of an update to a video I did a couple of months ago. And that was my tool review video of this PioneerWorks Sander that I got from Amazon. So I've been using this for the last couple of months, and this thing's awesome. I love it. I mean, I've never used a festool or a Mirka, but the advertising or the assumption is that it works like one. And I can tell you, now that I've been using it for a couple months, that it works fantastically. There's no vibration. It takes away plenty of material. I mean, it's just been a huge upgrade for me from my DeWalt random orbital sander, which this is also a random orbital sander. However, there's been one problem the whole time, and it's the same problem that I had when I did the original video, which is the dust collection. So it comes with this horribly crappy little plastic hose that you see, because it's got all these ridges in it. It makes this ungodly whistling noise when you're using it. I mean, it's really a high-pitched whistling noise that you can hear even if you're wearing hearing protection. It's very annoying. I mean, you know, you can work through it and around it, but it's definitely not the best case scenario. And that was my biggest problem with this thing when I first reviewed it, was the dust collection issue, because I could not get anything to fit on here. And it's still problematic because the biggest problem is that there's such a close space here that you can't get anything around this thing. You can only get something inside of it. And the only thing that I was able to find at the time was the connector that came with it. It comes with two little connectors. I'll show you those in a second. But it's the only thing that will fit in there. But I have found a solution to this. So for any of you that bought this, because I think there were a couple of you that bought it from that video, or were on the fence about getting it, I have an awesome solution for fixing the dust collection on this thing that will make it much, much better than it already is. And in my opinion, put it right up there in the tier with those elite sanders. So if you want to see that, stick around, because that's what we're going to do today. Alright, so like I said, this thing comes with this little plastic hose, which is horrible. In fact, I think I mentioned I was going to throw it straight into the trash when I reviewed this originally, but then determined that I was going to have to hold on to it for a while until I figured out something else. But it comes with that hose, and it comes with these two adapters. Now, this adapter will fit on one end, on the small side. It'll fit perfectly inside the port on the sander, and then the other side of it fits into the end of that crappy hose. Okay, and what we were doing before was I was using this, and then on the other end of the hose I would use the other adapter like this, and then I was putting my my Rockler, this set that comes from Rockler. They actually have upgraded this, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it's made for sanders and hand tools and various other things that have smaller, diameters than 2.5 inches, and it comes with all these different sizes. But anyway, the one that I use for most of my other things, like my DeWalt sander and some other stuff that I have around here, is this size. I don't remember off the top of my head what size it is, but this fits right over it, and it also fits right over this. So I was using this in conjunction with this, and then hooking it up to the dust collection, which is my rigid shop vac that goes through a dust stopper on this side, and had all this crazy hose stuff going on, and it worked, but I was getting not great dust collection. And there was a couple of reasons for that. One was the type of sandpaper that I was using, and two was this whole situation here. Because look at this, the diameter of this hose is like 1 inch. You're not going to get hardly any airflow through that. This is designed for that, and so this would be much better, but I'm reducing from 2.5 there to like 1.5 or whatever this is here. And then I'm reducing again to like 3/4 or whatever this is here. And then I'm reducing again here to go into there. And you're killing all of your suction by doing that stuff, okay? So anyway, that's how I was doing it before. And honestly, I haven't really given it a whole lot of thought as far as how I wanted to fix this issue. But today, today is actually Father's Day when I'm filming this, and it was the last day of this sale on Rockler. So I really, really like this hose. I highly recommend it. This whole setup here with all these are the ones that I got today, and again, I'll tell you about that in a second. But you know, the original one comes with the same connectors, and then it goes into here. Now, the problem that I had is this part has these 4 little things on there that clips this on, and somehow I broke 2 of them. I don't even know how I did it. You know, I've dropped sanders a couple of times. I assume that one of those times is when I did that. It still works, but these were on sale today, and so I decided to go down and get them. So what these are is they are the exact same thing, but they have upgraded it so that now, instead of it clipping on and on like this with this friction fit type of thing, they have this quick disconnect, right? So what you can do is you can take your hose and you can put these on different tools, and you can just pop it on, pop it off, pop it on, pop it off, and this part always stays on the hose. It just makes it more convenient. And I never really needed it, but this thing was on sale for like 13 bucks today. So I went and picked it up, and I was like, okay. And then when I got home and I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute. What if I can figure out a way to make this thing work? And I got to thinking about it again, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I forgot that this was an adapter. I thought it was like permanently part of the hose. So I was out here trying to figure out, man, how am I going to make this work? You know, and then I was like, I don't even want this hose. So I was thinking about cutting this off here. And as I was messing with it, I pulled the adapter out, and I was like, oh crap, that's right. This is an adapter. So then I realized I could take this adapter with the smallest one, and I can't use this for anything else, right? Because of the size of it. So I took this adapter and I said, well, what if I could put this into one of these, leave it here because it's the only thing that fits into this sander. And now with this quick disconnect that I'll have on this hose, I can, you know, I can go from tool to tool and actually leave this on here, and I'll never have to mess with it again, right? When I want to use it, I'll just pop the hose off of whatever I'm using and then pop it onto this and use it, pop it back off, and it just makes it super convenient, right? So I got to looking at it, and the very smallest size is the only one that will work. And again, on this thing, you have one that's a slightly smaller diameter and one that's a slightly larger diameter. And this will actually work to our advantage. The smaller diameter fits inside here, and it also would be just about the perfect fit to go into here, okay? The bigger diameter, however, is a little bit too big. But this is rubber, and it stretches. So, and I want as tight of a fit as possible on there because I'm going to leave this on here permanently and just remove the hose with the quick disconnect whenever I use it. This is never going to come off again. That's the idea anyway. So I got to messing with it, and I said, you know what? Nothing a little Vaseline won't fix. So we're going to do this. We're going to check it out. We're going to try it and see how it works. So again, this bigger side, I want to squeeze into there. So I'm just going to give it a little lube here. Okay. Just to get things going. And I'm pretty sure if we just give it a twist. Look, there it goes. Went right in. Again, it's rubber. It expands. Oh, yeah. See, like that is a super, super tight fit. That is not coming off. Not easily, anyway. And again, I don't really have anything else to use this size for. So now I can take this, slap it on here. Okay. And then here's the hose. This is the old original end that came with the hose. So let me get this off. All right, put the new one on. All right, so there's that. Okay, And now, anytime I want to use this sander, that's it. Sand away. When I'm done, pop this off, move it to the next tool. This can stay here. And now I have a permanent solution. In fact, I'm going to twist it so that it's pointing off to the side a little bit because I'm right-handed. Now I have a permanent solution for the dust collection for this thing. And again, this rockler setup works fantastic. I wouldn't recommend anything else. And then you also have all these other attachments that come with it. Now, if you already have the old version of this one that I had that was busted up, if you already have that old version, this kit, even if you, well, clearly you're not going to get it today, but it was on sale for $13, but normal price is like $19.99. So for 20 bucks, you can do the upgrade kit and it will fix this problem. Or, and I highly recommend you do it anyway, you can buy the whole kit, which will come now with the hose and everything is with the quick disconnect and all. It comes with all the new stuff rather than the old stuff. They've upgraded the kit. So instead of buying the upgrade kit, you buy the entire kit and it's like $50 regular price. And they go on sale from time to time. But for 50 bucks, for me, it's well worth it. Again, it fits on my other sanders. I have all these other things that I can hook it up to things of different diameters. If you absolutely need to, you could take this off and put it somewhere else, but I don't need to. This is going to live here permanently now. And this other end hooks up to your dust collector or your rigid shop vac, or in my case, this would go straight to my dust topper. But man, game changer for me. Now I got this thing set up so that I can use it and have nice, quiet, and good dust collection, and I'm so happy about that. So let's try it out real quick and see how it works. All right, so I finally broke down and bought some 3M Cubitron paper for this thing. I'm hoping that it will give me greater, better dust collection. Honestly, the paper that came with it is not terrible. I've used worse paper before. It's actually cut so that it will fit most of the holes that are on here, but not all of them. And it does okay, but you do get a lot. You still get a lot of extra dust that gets out around the edges of it. And I'm hoping with this better, more expensive sandpaper that will change. But I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to see right now because I'm going to use this instead. This is some 220 3M Xtract Cubitron. We're going to try it on this piece of walnut here and see how it works out. Let's check it out. You saw that I only did that for like a second or two, right? I wanted to show you how big of a difference that makes. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but I mean, I barely just put that on there. That's how much material this thing removes. And honestly, this is probably better than I was getting with the other sandpaper, so I'm assuming it has to do with this 3M paper also. But my God, look at that. And I haven't seen any dust yet besides, what's stuck to the board. All right, so what can I say? I mean, there's basically no dust other than what I started with when I was here. Wow, that works much better than I thought it did. I'm not getting all that caked up dust around here like I was getting before. I imagine with a heavier grit, with a more aggressive sandpaper, I probably would get at least a little. But man, I mean it's a big difference. It's a huge difference. I'm happy with that. I'm going to continue to buy this paper, and now that I've got this dust collection worked out, as far as I'm concerned, for 200 bucks, I have something that's almost as good as a Mirka or maybe even a Festool or a 3M. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this video together for you guys real quick to show you how I solved my dust collection problem, and then also show you, like I promised in the last video, to see how a better sandpaper would work as far as the dust collection goes, and it worked really well. I mean, you still get some. I mean, there's dust on the board. It's not perfect, but before, I don't know if you remember, I was getting big piles of dust around the area that I was sanding. It wasn't getting sucked in through the paper, and now it is. So I'm really happy with that. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. For any of you, and I know there are a few of you that bought this sander, that's how you get around the dust collection problem that it has. I'm happy with it. I like it. You know, if you don't already have this set up from Rockler, of course I'll leave a link for you in the description below, because it's good for all of your sanders. It fit on my DeWalt sander. It fits on other things. And now with the quick disconnect, I can just pull it off and go from here to something else. You know, like my Craig jig, or you know, whatever else I have one of these attached to, and then go from one tool to the other back and forth like that. Very convenient. Good dust collection. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for sticking around to the end if you're still here, and do all the things that the algorithm likes for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment below. If you have any questions about this or anything else, you know, you can always ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you. But until next time, stay safe, happy woodworking, and I'll see you on the next one.